Chapter 7, Pincushions and Pigs. It all happened on Mary, the cook's birthday. In the morning, Babs drove into town with Mr. Perkins to buy Mary a present. At first, Babs thought she would buy Mary a new dress with red flowers on it. Then she thought perhaps a wristwatch would be better. It wouldn't wear out as soon as a dress. She had all of 13 cents to spend, so she wanted the present to be very nice. When Mr. Perkins heard about the 13 cents, he drove Babs right to the 5 and 10 cent store. They wandered all around the store. There weren't any dresses or wristwatches, but there were many other things. Babs almost bought Mary a string of pearl beads. Then she thought that a bracelet would be nicer, or a sparkling pin, or a shining picture frame. But when at last she came upon a counter where there was a beautiful blue satin pincushion with red roses painted on it, Babs knew that she had found Mary's birthday present. The pincushion was 10 cents. Babs handed 10 pennies to the girl behind the counter and watched her tie up the package. "Now I can buy Mary something else with the 3 pennies," said Babs, tucking her package under her arm. "My," said Mr. Perkins, "it's a good thing we brought the station wagon to carry all these things home." "I'll get her 3 sticks of peppermint candy," said Babs. After she bought the candy, Mr. Perkins put her in the wagon. "You wait there," he said, "until I get the mail from the post office." When he returned, he was carrying a large round box. "Here's a package," he said, "addressed to Miss Sarah Elizabeth Robinson. Know anybody by that name?" Babs thought for a moment. "Why, that's me," she cried. "That's my name, Sarah Elizabeth Robinson." "Oh," said Mr. Perkins, "so 'tis. Well, someone must be sending you a present." "Oh, Mr. Perkins," cried Babs, "what do you suppose it is?" "Don't know," said Mr. Perkins, "but it certainly looks very special." "Let's go home right away," said Babs, "and get Mother to open it." All the way home, Babs talked of what might be in the package. When she reached the house, she rushed to Mother. "Mother," she cried, "there's a big box with my name on it. It was at the post office. Don't open it until I come back. I have to give Mary her birthday present." Babs ran off to the kitchen. Mary was beating eggs for a cake. "Mary," Babs called, "I brought you a birthday present. It's a pincushion," she said, handing the package to Mary, "and some peppermint sticks." "Now, isn't that a lovely and kind of you to get me a birthday present?" said Mary. Mary began to untie the package. "It's blue, Mary," said Babs, "and it has red roses painted on it." "Well," said Mary as she looked at her present, "it's the most beautiful pincushion I've ever seen." Babs' face was beaming. "I have a present too. Mother is going to open it now," she said as she skipped out of the kitchen. Mother cut the string on the package and removed some heavy cardboard. There was a beautiful round box. It was pink with white stripes all over it. Babs lifted the lid. It seemed to be filled with white tissue paper. She parted the sheets of paper, and there, nestled inside, was a little white hat. Very carefully, she lifted it out of the box. "Oh," sighed Babs. She thought she had never seen anything so beautiful as this lovely white hat. It was snowy white and shaped like a tam o' shanter. Tacked to one side were some little stiff white feathers. They stuck right up straight. "Oh, Mother," said Babs, "isn't it a pretty hat?" "It is a beautiful hat, dear," said Mother, "and it was sweet of Grandmother Robinson to send it to you." "Yes," said Babs' mother put it on her head. Babs looked so pretty in her new white hat that she stood in front of the mirror a long time. "You must take very good care of that lovely hat," said Mother. "You mustn't wear it around the farm." "May I wear it on Saturday afternoons when I go to town with Daddy?" asked Babs. "Yes, and on Sundays," replied Mother. Mother stowed the new hat away on the shelf in Babs' closet. In the afternoon, Mother went into town. Teddy and the twins were taking turns riding Shorty. Babs couldn't stop thinking about her new hat. She longed to try it on again. At last she ran to her room and opened up the closet door. There was the pink and white hat box. As Babs looked up at the box, it seemed to fairly twinkle. She pulled a chair over to the closet. Climbing up, she lifted the box down. She raised the lid and peeped inside. Then she lifted the hat out and tried it on again. It would be nice, she thought, to take a walk in my new hat. I wouldn't go far, and I would be very careful. She went down the stairs and out of the side door. Then she tried through the flower garden to the apple orchard. There was a stone wall that separated the flower garden from the apple orchard. Babs leaned over the stone wall. Just then, she remembered that there were some new little pigs down beyond the apple orchard. She guessed that she would go see how the pigs were coming along. Very carefully, she climbed over the stone wall and walked through the orchard. Babs forgot all about Mr. Perkins' warning that you must always be careful not to frighten little pigs. She leaned over to look at the pigs. "Hello, little pigs," she shouted. The pigs were so startled that they jumped. Then they set up such a squealing that Babs turned and ran. All the pigs began running after her. Big pigs, little pigs, and middle-sized pigs all ran pell-mell after Babs. They chased her right through the orchard. Babs ran toward the stone wall. If only she could get over the wall. It looked higher than it had ever looked before. It looked so high that Babs felt that she could never climb over it. But the pigs were after her. Whatever could she do? She ran toward an apple tree. Its branches were low. She had often climbed the apple tree. So, quick as a flash, up into the apple tree went Babs. She was out of breath, but she was safe. The pigs couldn't get her now. She leaned over and looked down at them. They were still squealing. All of a sudden, Babs' hat fell to the ground. No sooner had it landed, the pigs pounced upon it. The ground was damp and the pigs were muddy. Babs opened her mouth and screamed. In a moment, her beautiful white hat was covered with mud. The pigs were trampling it into the ground. Babs screamed and screamed and screamed. Mr. Perkins, who was tying up the beans, heard her. Mrs. Perkins, who was making pies, heard her. Teddy and the twins, who were in the pasture, heard her. The stable boy and all the farm hands heard her, and Mary, who was peeling apples, heard Babs screaming. They all ran to the apple orchard. Mr. Perkins and Mary reached the apple tree first. Babs was still screaming. "My hat, my hat, my hat!" she cried. Mary picked up the hat, and Mr. Perkins lifted Babs out of the tree. He carried her, crying, back to the house. Teddy and the twins trotted along behind him. Mary carried this sorry-looking sight that was once Babs' beautiful white hat. When they reached the house, Mother had just returned. The children told her what had happened down in the apple orchard. Mother took Babs upstairs. She watched her red, swollen eyes. "You see, Babs," she said, "this is what happens when little girls are disobedient. Your pretty white hat is ruined." Babs couldn't stop crying. She lay down on her bed and sobbed. After a while, Mary came in to see her. "Now come," said Mary, "dry your tears, for you're spoiling Mary's birthday. That beautiful blue pincushion you gave me this morning, why, I can't enjoy it while my little Babs crying like this. You don't want to spoil Mary's birthday, do you?" Babs gulped. "No," she said, "but I spoiled my hat." "Well, now," said Mary, "I'll see what I can do with it. Perhaps I can clean it up." "But the little feathers," said Babs. "I saw the pigs tear up the little feathers all to pieces." "Just go to sleep," said Mary, "and leave it all to Mary." The next morning when Babs woke up, Mary was standing in the doorway. She was holding the white hat. It looked fresh and clean again. There were the stiff little white feathers sticking up on one side. "Oh, Mary," cried Babs, "where did you get the feathers?" "Well," said Mary, "I went down to the barnyard and I said to the big white rooster, 'Come along here and give us a couple white feathers for Babs' hat.' And he walked right over and dropped 2 feathers at my feet. And here's your little hat, almost as good as new." "Oh, Mary," cried Babs, "you're wonderful. Do you still like your pincushion?" "My pincushion," said Mary. "It's the most beautiful pincushion in all the world."